Do you know that you would require 1 crore 23 lakh rupees at the age of 85 to maintain the same lifestyle that a 9 lakh rupees per annum gives to a 40-year-old? Yes, I've made quite a number of assumptions in giving those numbers. Do watch this video till the very end to know what are these assumptions. This video is divided into two parts. In the first part, we will discuss the concepts and the things that you have to consider along with the results. In the second part, we will discuss in Excel sheet how did we reach those results. I expect that if you have seen that Excel, you'll be able to replicate it at your end. You can rewatch the video as many times as you want and be able to do your own financial planning. Or if you're a banker, financial planning for your customer. See, retirement planning is one of the most important financial goal that anyone can have. Our ability to earn money that we do today at this stage would obviously steadily decline. It's not something that you can close your eyes and wish I never have to retire. It doesn't work that way. Our life expectancy is going to increase in the coming years as the medical system will improve. Can we depend on our retirement on our kids? I think it's not fair to the kids that we expect them to maintain us in our old age. They'll have their own lives, they'll have their own career aspirations. So let's start this with my friend Rajni. First thing, Rajni is 40 years old. She plans to retire at 60. She works for a private limited company, that means no pension. She's saving still now amounts to 10 lakh rupees. Let us look at few assumptions we have made. First assumption is that her monthly expense post retirement would be 75,000 rupees. What she has done is she dig deep into her expenses. She deducted the expense for the tuition fee of her child, the expense on expensive clothes, and travel to office. She continued and considered her expenses for groceries, electricity, and some other expenses. So, if she retires today, she would require 75,000 rupees per month or 9 lakh rupees per annum for her comfortable retirement. Second thing is she already has health insurance to take care of her exigencies. She thinks that she'll die at 85. That means her retirement planning is still 85 years of age. 10% pre-retirement returns on her investments. The 10 lakhs that we spoke about in the first example, that will give her a return of 10%. 6% is the rate of inflation. That means that the rise in prices is going to be steady 6% from her age 40 till she dies at the age of 85. Next assumption is about the return on investment post retirement. So the kitty or the corpus she collects in her age 60, that would be invested further and that would give her a return of 8%. Results, first thing, the total corpus that she would require at the end of 60th year is 5 crore 99 lakh rupees. That will be collected in the accumulation stage, which is the first stage of retirement. And she needs to save 9 lakh 33,000 per year from age 40 till age 60 so that she has this corpus of 5 crore 99 lakh rupees handy with her. Let us have a look at this Excel sheet. We have put all the facts about Rajni in this sheet. Her current status, that is, her current age is 40, retirement age being 60, time to retirement 20 years. Savings for retirement till now she has done is 10 lakh rupees. The assumptions we have taken, life expectancy till 85 years of age, post retirement time duration is 25 years. Expense after retirement 75,000 per month or 9 lakh rupees per annum. Pre retirement returns on investment 10%, inflation 6%, Post-retirement return on investment corpus would be 8%. The next thing that we need to check out are her financial goals. So, for goal planning, we are assuming that at the age of 60 till 85, she needs to do the planning. Expense adjusted for inflation, that means what amount of money will buy the same goods and services that you can buy with 90 lakh rupees 20 years from now. That thing can be calculated with the help of future value formula in Excel. Please do refer to my video on financial goals to be able to calculate. The first thing future value formula in Excel asks you is the rate. Here we are talking about inflation. So the inflation rate is 6%. Second thing it is going to ask you is NPER. That means what time we are doing this calculation for. So the assumption of the expense was taken today at the age of 40 and we are looking at the age of 60. So that will be 20 years. PMT is the installment, which in this case is not applicable. So we'll leave it blank. Present value, that means what is the price I'm looking at, that is 9 lakh rupees. We'll have to put minus before that because it is out of customer's pocket. Type we are looking at is end of the period. That means it is after she has completed 60 years of age. We are doing this calculation. So put it as 0 and the number we get is 28 lakh 86,000 rupees. That means to buy the same goods and services she's buying for 9 lakh rupees today, at age 60, she would require 28 lakh 86,421 rupees. Now, there are two, three ways I can take it further. One simplest way is that I just give an increment of 6% on this expense. So if I'm spending, for example, 10 lakh rupees on something this year, if my inflation is 6%, next year I would require 10 lakh 60,000 rupees to reach the same or buy the same set of goods and services. So that can be done by taking it here and just multiplying it by 106%. I can calculate the future value also with like 9 lakh rupees 20 years, then 9 lakh rupees 21 years and so on. But this is easier. So this means that at the age of 85, she would require 1 crore 23 lakh rupees to buy the same set of goods and services. Now, if I take a total of this, it's working out to be 17 crores. But don't worry, you don't require the entire 17 crores at the age of 60. You can accumulate certain money, and that money will give you return at the rate of 8%. That's the assumption that we are making, that the age of 60, you find the instruments that will give you an average return of 8%. So that means the first year, of course, this money will not have time to grow, so it will be 0. At the age of 21, the corpus that you have collected at the age of 60 would have got 1 year to rest, 1 year to compound. So that is 1. Next year, the money that you accumulated at the age 60 has got 2 years to rest, 2 years to compound. Similarly, 3 years when you reach 63, and the last installment would have had 25 years to take a rest. So the first year, the savings have to be same as what is required. So once you retire, you need to have that 28 lakh rupees 86,000 in your kitty. Next year, we will calculate the present value of this. That means at the age of 61, you require 30 lakh 59,000 rupees. That means what will be the present value of this amount when you are 60? So this is present value. Rate we will take will be 8% because we are assuming that post retirement you will get a investment opportunity that gives you 8% return. NPR in this case would be 1. I'm putting will be 1. NPR means the tenure. PMT means installment, which is nil. And then looking at the future value, the the investment, the amount that we require is 30 lakh rupees. We'll put minus before it because it's the investment part. And end of the month, we'll keep it steady. And let's just drag this formula. So the corpus that I require, I'll just sum it up. This is a simple sum function. So the corpus I require at the age of 60 is 5 crore 99 lakh rupees. That means basically when you are 60, you require, for example, if you just look at this data point, you just require 18 lakh 8,891 rupees. Allow it to rest for 25 years at the return of 8%. And you would have accumulated 1 crore 23 lakh 88,000 rupees. Right? Remember, we have already assumed that my friend Rajni already has health insurance to take care of her health exigencies, big expenses. Other things will be taken care of by this amount of 1 crore 23 lakh rupees at the age of 85. Let me repeat again. This means at the age of 60, she needs to have 18 lakh rupees to plan to ensure that she can have a dignified life at the age of 85. Now, let us understand it a little better with the help of the various goals that we are expected to achieve. So, expenses at 60 is this amount 28 lakh rupees, 86,000 rupees. That means by the end of 60th year, the expense at 85, let's move it to 1 crore 23 lakh rupees. Next is corpus on retirement. So it is this amount, which is 5 crore 99 lakh rupees. Future value of the present investments, that means she's already saved 10 lakh rupees. Again, we would use the future value formula. Do watch the video in which I've explained this concept in a little more detail. So rate is 10%. NPR period in this case is 20 years. PMT installment is nil, not applicable here. Present value is 10 lakh rupees. That means this is the amount she's already saved and is lying with her. She thought that this would be enough for her retirement. Let us see if she was correct. And type is 0, end of the period again. So 10 lakh rupees she's accumulated right now. If she allows it to rest till the age 60, that means for another 20 years, will grow up to 67 lakh 27,500 rupees. That means she will still have a shortfall of 5.9 crores minus 67 lakhs, that's 5 crore 32 lakh rupees. What are the savings that she needs to do in order to reach this shortfall future plan? This is done with the installment formula or PMT formula. So PMT, again, rate that we will have to take in this case will be 10%. We are assuming that anything that she saves pre-retirement gives her a 10% return. So it is 10%. Then let's move at the time is 20 years till her retirement. Next thing it is asking for is present value, which in this case is nil. We have to look at the future value. The future value is the shortfall in our financial goal, and the type will be 0. So she needs to save 9,30,000. That means 9,30,000 per annum or 77,500 rupees per month. I know, 9,30,000 rupees per annum is not a mean task. It's pretty daunting, but it's required in case you want to maintain a certain lifestyle. Remember, at the age of 40, you just have 20 more years for your money to accumulate and grow. If Rajni had started her retirement planning a lot earlier, she would have had to save a lot less amount. It's not something that will go away by closing her eyes. The more close she is to her financial goals, more investment is required to meet those financial goals. At 40, you will have some money in EPF, PPF, and other things. Hopefully, you do. So, that can also be taken into consideration. I've just taken 10 lakh rupees, and do join me for another session. Thank you.